Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 2022 money and career reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm and really helps this channel grow. So thank you so much for doing so. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into a safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Let's see what energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the Prince of Pentacles. Now, Virgo, we are represented by the Pentacles in the major arcana. So in the minor arcana. So we need to be mindful of ourselves. We need to be very open and honest when it comes to money, because there's going to be something that we don't want to see, don't want to look at. So being aware of this is going to be very beneficial to us. Now, there's also an energy here that's coming forward. Somebody is not being open with us when it comes to money. They're hiding, okay? They're hiding their money. They're hiding, like they're going to say one thing. So it's almost like they're setting you up for failure. Kind of like, oh, those are in the back, but they're not in the back. Like, you know, they send you on a wild goose chase. That's the energy that I'm getting here, where it's kind of like they want to really let themselves shine and they don't care who they throw under the bus in order to get there. So let's look at our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is visualization. This is the third eye chakra. And visualization gets a bad rap, I know, but it's really important. There's a book that I will link down in the description box below. It's called The Law and the Promise. And it's all about using your imagination. It's all about embracing your mind. And it really, you know, I know The Secret was a huge thing. It really answers a lot of questions that, you know, kind of like The Secret left off on. But it also, I don't know, it just makes so much sense to me. I don't know if it's where I am right now in my life, but I really recommend it. It's free on YouTube. I mean, it's worth a shot, right? So here with visualization, it's opening up our third eye. It's opening ourselves up to imagination. It's kind of laying that pathway down in our minds to make what we are seeing, you know, what we are dreaming of, what we are imagining become part of our reality. And that's huge, because it's almost like we're taking the helplessness out of everything and saying, oh no, there's power within me and there's power to me. So let's look at what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay, this right here. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. So let's turn everything over at once. All right. So where we are right now is the Queen of Swords. This is all about speaking truth. There is a real clarity of insight, of ideas, of what we want, of what we're looking for. There is also this sense of, I'm not putting up with anybody's bull. anybody's nonsense. We can be running into people who are very blunt in their speech. And that's because it's an energy that's really forcing us to be more kind of assertive or determined or focused or insightful. And it's saying no wishy-washiness at all. There's a real sense here of being able to embrace our mind. It's like we've been training for this or working towards this. And now that it's time to really speak what we need, what we desire, it's a test. It's a test. There's a sense of like, will I pick up my sword and fight for me? Will I embrace what I need and where I'm headed and what I desire from my life? Because there is a real sense here of meaningfulness, of mindfulness, of determination. I see the mind here. See her crown with the butterflies. It's like our mind is transforming. It's getting wings. We're starting to fly to new ideas, think quicker, kind of make connections much more quickly than we have before. What we are challenged with is that we're taking on too much. We're overburdened. There is a real sense that we're saying, oh, I can handle that, or I can do that, or I can, take on that. And we need to say, no, I can't. Or, you know what, I don't want to. Or, you know what, you need to do this, kind of a dissemination of everything. But when it comes to work, we're going to be like, no, I can do it. We have to be very mindful of how much we say we can do, because we're going to overburden ourselves. Then we're going to burn out or get frustrated and angry and just really start doubting everything. And it's because we're doing too much. And that has to be acknowledged. It can also be that people are putting this on our shoulders. They're like, oh, well, don't worry. Virgo will do this. Virgo will do this. And we're looking at them. And it's like, okay, when am I supposed to sleep? Like, how am I supposed to get all of this done? There is a time where I have to clock out. So that's also coming forward, where people will say, oh, Virgo can do this. And Virgo, you really have to be assertive and really embrace the Queen of Swords and say, no, I can't. Or I need more time, or I need help, or, there's too much on my plate. And we might think, oh no, I can't possibly say that. But if somebody's taking advantage of us and this person knows that they're taking advantage of us, it's not like oh, maybe I am type of thing, or I had no idea type of thing. No, they're well aware. So call them out. They deserve it. Okay. It leads us to what we're focused on. It's our strength. We are stronger than we thought we were, but we're really also focused on looking at things that scared us, that overwhelmed us. This is a month where we face our challenges. We set challenges, we set goals for ourselves, things that we've been working at maybe for years. And now we're like, no, I can do this. No, I'm definitely moving forward this way. No, I'm definitely going after this. We're strong, we're powerful, we're assertive, we're determined. It brings us to our past, and our past, what it has been coming up to June, is the fact that we've been facing a lot of trials, tribulations, angers, frustrations, a lot of arguments with people. We've faced them in the past. And it's like, seriously. But now, because we are embracing our assertiveness, and also because we've learned so much more, there's this real energy of, okay, I'm winning. We stand there with our swords, the people walk away. Now, this could be seen as bad sportsmanship. You're supposed to give them back their sword. In medieval times, you wouldn't do that. It was just complete folly. You would take their sword. Heck, you could take their life, their land. People were ruined in jousting matches, in tournament games, because they lost. And they could have lost everything for their family and for themselves. It was a different world. And so here, it's like player takes all. And we're taking all. And we need to be assertive in us, because this person would have loved it if we failed, if we fell apart, if we couldn't keep moving forward. Okay? So don't show mercy when none would be shown to you. And it's not becoming obsessive with the person. It's just saying, I won. I deserve this. Now I can move forward. And I am moving forward. Our near future, the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is this real sense of taking everything that we've learned, everything that has kind of brought us to our knees. It's the darkness before the dawn. It's a rebirth. It's a reinstatement of ourselves. It's a real sense of, okay, this is how I rise. It's like being a phoenix. This is how I rise. And I'm not staying in the ashes. I'm not staying down. There is such knowledge to us that we have earned the hard way, through our failures, through our fears, through our heartbreaks, through our pains, through our disappointments. Now we rise. And our future is all about that rising. After June, we're really seeing ourselves embracing coming out of a box. And even in June, it's like, you know what? I don't want to be stagnant here. And we're making plans, assertions, we're looking at things and we're letting ourselves rise rise to new powers, rise to new insights, rise in a more kind of us-driven sense, not an egotistic sense, but in a sense of, this is what I need, this is what I'm going after, this is what's appropriate for me, this is how I'm rising out of the box that the world put me in, that I put me in, this is what I thought success was, this is how I thought I should be living, this is what I thought I should be doing, I was making this person proud, that person proud, or I was taking on the responsibilities and just falling into darkness because I was taking on too much. Now we're seeing ourselves rise because, again, we're having those clear boundaries. And we're saying, you know what, I've learned a lot. And I'm not being dragged down the way that people try to drag me down all the time. It brings us then to our approach. And it's the fact that we're going to have to make some really big choices during this time. We might not want to. Things are going to be revealed to us. We're going to be seeing things with more clarity. The choices need to be made. The insight needs to be had. And as we do this, we start to balance ourselves. We start to see ourselves. We start to understand what we want. But this is going to be a time where we're looking at things and it's like, I feel like a choice has to be made, or I feel like I have to make a decision on this. We do. We definitely do. I'm not necessarily, this correlates with work, but this choice that we could have to make, okay, that we will have to make, does not have to be directly aligned with work. It can be a personal choice. It's like, you know what, I have to devote time to this, or I have to do that, or I have to move forward this way. It's going to be a big choice for us, a big shift. And it's going to help us see things with more clarity, more insight, and with a better understanding. Now, what we need to know is that sometimes justice, Spirit is saying sometimes justice isn't just. So what this means is that we need to be aware that we can be so fixated, so focused on being just, on being fair, on doing everything for everyone, that we forget ourselves. Or that we're so fair that nobody's happy, right? We're doing everything and trying to be so diplomatic that everybody winds up just being frustrated because it's not working the same way. It's like it's a meritocracy, not necessarily a democracy. And even in a democracy, you have, voices that get heard more than others. So here, we're going to need to cut through a lot of the things that have been holding us back because we're trying to be too much to everybody else. And there's a real sense of clarity. Now, also what we need to know is that there is somebody in our scope, okay? They like to be fair. No, this person likes to be liked. Okay, so that's what we have to be mindful of. They use this, I like to be liked, I need to be liked, I need to be loved type of energy. And they say, oh no, I'm being really fair. Oh no, I'm giving everybody a voice. No, they're doing it because they need people to need them, to like them. And they're also quite bad with judging people, with seeing who that person truly is. So be aware of that. We have our hopes and our fears. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Prosperity, success, bounty that lasts for generations. We hope for success. We fear it won't come, or that we'll lose it, or that somehow it'll all be messed up. So our hopes and our fears are logical. They're intense. Okay? But our hope is a prosperity that lasts. An end of a cycle when it comes to our money, a stepping into wealth, prosperity, success, and bounty. Our potential? Again, we're represented by the Pentacles. This is us. We are the Page of Pentacles, embracing our prosperity, success, bounty. We are learning. Our potential here is to learn so much that it opens up our doors, to learn so much that it redefines us, to learn so much that all of a sudden opportunities open to us that hadn't, because our mind is open. Because we're looking at things in a new way, in a, kind of like, okay, I'm taking it in, I'm learning, I'm seeing what's right, what isn't right, and I'm open. I'm open to what needs to be done. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot energy. Oh, no. It moves us then to go deeper into the tarot. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. the past, the present, and the future. The past, the present. The past is the Two of Cups, the present is the Five of Wands, and the future. So we have the Hangman, the Two of Cups. Our past, that's a healing, beautiful connection. There's a real sense that we came into power, we came into insight. We're working with somebody, or we feel like we're kind of becoming a full circle, like we're becoming a full expression of what we need, of ourselves, of our power, of the sacred masculine, of the sacred feminine, of really what we need to focus on in our lives and how we need to move forward. There can also be somebody that we really have grown to count on, or that complements our work skills ourselves. It brings us to our present. This is the Five of Wands. I see this here. It's not necessarily that everybody is fighting. It's that nobody is working together. And that's going to be a really frustrating thing. And that's why, again, we're taking on so much, because we're seeing the discord and we're saying, okay, I can make it all work, or I can pull this all together. And it's because in our present, everybody's all scattered. And it's like everybody snipes at each other when they get together. It's because they're frustrated, and they want to all work on their own thing. They want to all be their own boss. And that's just not going to be what happens. And it brings us to our future. We have the Hangman, we have Temperance, and we have the King of Cups. So we're seeing things differently, and this starts to bring things into balance. The King of Cups is ruled by emotion, but it's also ruled by the sense of, I'm following my heart, I'm following what I need for me, and I'm letting myself shine, and I'm letting myself move forward and lead by example. And that becomes a game changer. It becomes a time, our future is a time where we're really starting to see, okay, listen, I'm not seeing things the way that everybody else is, or that the way that I once did. And I'm starting to find balance and peace. When there was once discord, now there's balance. And that is letting me move forward with what I love, because we put our hearts into what we do. Even if our job is just a job and we come home and we have our passions, we have our hobbies, we have our families, there is a real sense here of I'm embracing what I love, and that love is shining forward in every single aspect. Our subconscious tarot energy is the High Priestess. The veil is being lifted from our eyes subconsciously. We're seeing through everybody's lies, everybody's BS. There's going to be a time where we're talking to people, right? And we're going to think, you're a liar. Now, don't say that out loud, of course, because you have no evidence to back it up. But you need to listen to the emotions and the feelings and the, instincts that you have at this moment, and say, okay, maybe I don't trust that person. Or, I've gotten bad vibes from that person. Maybe I listen to that. And it's not a person I rely on or lean on. It moves us to our subconscious past energy. And this is Temperance. This is finding balance as we heal. And that balance is really important to us. We tend to find the balance, Virgo, and then lose it because, again, we're taking on too much. We're expecting too much from ourselves. So balance is super important and something that we can kind of find ourselves chasing. It moves us then to our subconscious present self. And this is the Eight of Pentacles, hard work, dedication. We're really starting to see a payoff. We're really starting to see things grow. I'm really seeing this within this lunar cycle. So the new moon is on the 30th. And I don't know when the June full moon is, but look at the lunar cycle from new moon to full moon, from new moon to full moon, and see how that progresses. Like, see how you are progressing. Keep a little journal, write it in your notes app, look at things in a different way, and start taking note of your successes. Start taking note of your triumphs, even if they're really small, or even if you think, oh, that's so silly. This has nothing to do with work, or this has nothing to do with making money. It's raising your energy vibration if you're doing something that harmonizes with your soul and harmonizes with yourself. It brings us then to our subconscious future energy. And this is the Six of Inspiration, the Six of Wands. This is a coming together. This is a celebration of ourselves. This is a real sense of, this is what I want, and this is where I'm headed, and this is what I need to do for me. Meaning we're celebrating ourselves in work. We're also starting to see ourselves getting recognition, and also paying that recognition to us. So it doesn't have to be that our boss says, oh my gosh, you're doing such a great job. All of a sudden we start to say, you know what, Virgo, I'm doing a really great job. I'm really proud of me. And it's not silly. It's not being arrogant. It's simply taking note of what we're doing. And instead of putting ourselves down or saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe we didn't get like this ridiculous list all done, say, I did what I did, and I did it really, really well. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. This is rebirth. This is the fact that we're going through a change. We're being reborn. And as we're being reborn, the muck and the mire energy, the goopy kind of stagnant energy, we're having to push through it. And it can make us think, wow, it's never going to change, is it? And just when we think that, when we think of giving up, we're going to start to see things start to shift if we keep on moving forward. If we give up, and we really give up, we just sit on the couch and say, that's it, I'm done, then the change won't come. It won't come the way that we want it to, or it might not come at all. So being aware of this is important. It moves us then to our subconscious chakra energy. And this is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. Angels and masters. Our angels healing us, wrapping their wings around us. Divinity guiding us. Kind of the master energy of us all. Guiding us, leading us. We're so connected. And it's subconscious, so we don't know it. We don't see it as clearly as it is before us. But it's right there. We can feel it more. There's a need to slow down. There's a need to focus on what we really want. To see our strength. And to not let others bury us. Because they too see our strength. And they're afraid of what we can achieve. All right, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Virgo, and may blessings always be with you.